Hello and welcome to David Photography. Today we are going to talk about Funko Popsy, and this is my first video on this item. Now, as I been watching so many videos, so many YouTube channels unboxing mystery boxes of Funkos, people buying them, going into shops and getting them, and I'm looking at cost and I'm looking at losses. Now, let us run on why should we get them. Right, since there is, I have no idea really why a designed piece of plastic would be worth hundreds and hundreds of pounds. Can't work that out at all. Doesn't matter how limited you make it, you're still looking that it is just a designed piece of plastic in a shape. But there you go. So, how am I going to treat this? How am I going to do this in a better way? One, I don't want to be paying full price. Most of these in the United Kingdom, standard price is around the £15 mark. Now, £15 can quite easily go down to £5. So I don't want to be spending £15 on them, because one, the amount of money I want to spend as a whole is not going to be a massive amount. And that's something that you should set. You should set one of a couple of goals, targets. Target one could be, I don't want to spend more than £200. Another goal could be, I don't want more than 50. There is two goals that you can set and say, right, well, I don't want to go past them. I don't want to invest more money than what 50 of these will come to. Now, I have bought some, and you'll see them in future videos, and I will show you the price. Now, let's just say that there is a number of shops now selling these for £5 for the common. So, let's say you're going to go for 100 at £5, which is £500, and say that is my investment, and that is how much I will buy 100 of them, with the intent that one of the 100 or a couple of the 100 will increase in value. But the thing comes is that all of them could increase in value. So let's look at this from a different way. Let's say this is one £500 pop, and you keep it for 5 years in a good plastic box to protect it, so it's in the best condition it can possibly be. Let's say in 5 years time the 500 one is worth 750. Therefore you've made a profit of £250 if you sell it. But with only one pop, you only have one chance of getting a value increase. So that one item could quite easily go the other way. It could go from 500 down to 250, and you'll have lost 250 with no way of making that back, because you only have the one that you bought for 500. Now, let's go to the other hand. On the other hand, let's say you buy 100 pops at £5. That still comes to the same as the 500 one, but you have 100 of them. Somewhere in that 100 at 5, if you keep them in protectors and keep them good, that a number of those pops could all increase in value, and especially from 5. You're starting at a low start point. You are starting at in 5 years' time, what price will it be selling for anyway? Not just that, but the age on it will be now 5 years more. And by all theories, they should have all gone up in price. Now let's just be very, very optimistic on 100 of them at £5. Okay, if 100 of them all go up by £2.50, you're now at the £7.50. So a £2.50 increase isn't much of an increase for 5 years. And that there'll be less of them on the market anyway. Take it, there will be. I'll explain that in a minute, why there'll be less. But if these double in price and you get £10, so you've increased £5 per a one, then the chances that therefore you've then got £500. So what's the likelihood of a £5 one going down? It can do, like anything in the life, but £5 going down will only go down a small way. You will still be able to sell these anywhere. Go to a car boot sale and get £2 or £3 for them anyway, at the minimum. Keep them in good condition, keep them in the plastic boxes. You'll very likely be able to, even if it says they've gone down to next to nothing, you'll still be able to sell them because people will see that that's quite cheap for a collectible item. And once again, good box condition, protected, kept well, aged. So, what did I think just before there? Oh, yeah. Why a common would work out getting more value than a better quality one. Numbers over a single item. Okay, let's see if we can run on this one. Right, you have gone to a shop and you bought this for £5. For £5, you are quite happy to give it to a small child to play with, because it's not big money. Therefore, the likelihood is that it will get broken, damaged. The other thing, give this to a small child, they'll tear the box open. There goes your perfect box. At £5, it becomes pocket money child area, more likely. So the people who are going to have these are not going to treat them as an investment. They are going to treat them like a toy. They probably won't buy protectors for it, so they'll stick it on the shelf. It'll get dirty, it'll get knocked, and it will get damaged. Now, there may be a lot of them, and even if there's 10,000 of them, over time, more and more will get damaged until you get to a point where there might have been a lot, but there now isn't. And so the price of it will go up. And then people will try and find the boxes in the good condition. There won't be as many of them. There'll be the people who have thought exactly the way I have, that if we buy it cheap and look after it, it will go up in price. These people will then have the best quality ones. So, in a protector, it's better protected. It keeps it clean. Stops it from getting knocked, torn, damaged. So, that is my thought. If I buy them at £5, yes, I can display them in their little plastic containers. Something a bit different than ordinary pictures you go to the shop for. On a shelf, fine, right. We can keep them good for a number of years. We can stop them from getting any damage on them, in the hope that they will go up in price. But the thing comes is that by buying them at a low price, our investment in it is small. Instead of putting all the eggs into one basket, we have picked to just have a small investment in. There is people who spend $30,000, $40,000 on them. Now that is a big investment and that is a massive risk. So I hope they have some money somewhere else. Because really, would you like to put your pension fund into buying these? I very much doubt it. I very much doubt that that would be a sound enough investment, even buying the biggest ones at the biggest prices. You could still lose money. But there you go. We are going to start the collection as we mean to go on. We are going to aim for the smallest prices. We are going to give opportunity to some of the other companies, some of the online ones, and see what they offer and see if they offer value. But we are going to aim for hitting a low price, because at a low price the chances of it increasing in price are much greater. And not only that, but buying at a low price also means that if their price on Stashpedia or anywhere else is higher, then you may get a profit straight away. And if you keep your eyes open and a company's selling off something, you might get yourself a bargain. And that is what we're going to aim for. So there is quite a few other videos, because I take it I'm doing this video as an introduction to it, and I already have a small collection that I've built up. So you're going to see the locations of where I bought it, how much I paid for it, how much Stashpedia say it's worth, how much Amazon sell it for, unless of course I bought it from Amazon, and then that price will be the same as my buy price. But what could happen, and what has happened, is that the one that I bought off Amazon on one day is now not that price anymore. So keep watching for that. But my idea, every single pop will get a pop protector, and I'll do a video on them because there's more than one type. Every single one will have that, so they will all be protected from as soon as I can get a pop protector and the pop into it. That's when they'll get it. We'll look and I'll show how we do other things around pop. Now, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for my next video, and hopefully you'll enjoy that. Bye for now.